In the only building this franchise has ever known. We're at the home of the Texans. Welcome to NRG Stadium in Houston. Coming up, a contest that looks real good on paper between the Arizona Cardinals and the Houston Texans. Ready to get this one going. And we're off and running from Houston. Fields this one at the 3. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. They'll run it here. It's James Conner. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And it's going to give the Cardinals a first down.
First down. A gain of 14. And the Cardinal first down.
Now Kyler. Escapes the pocket. He's running with it. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. A pickup of 17. And it's good enough for an Arizona first down.
First down. It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Cardinal.
Handoff goes to Conner, running left. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Kalen Bullock up to make the stop.
That's a run that's whole hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it's largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Off the play action, here's Murray. As a man, that's Greg Dortch. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Arizona.
A give right side to Conner. And they make the play at the 23. A gain of only a little. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
No real secret. They were going to get him and his height involved early there, Kate. The secret was how is he going to be defended? Well, they chose to go physical. And that will plant a little thought in his mind. The next time the ball comes his way, he better be ready for some contact.
That's caught for the first. And in for the Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals finish up an excellent opening series. It's a James Conner touchdown. On comes Joshua Carty to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cardinals will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. And that's good for a gain of 5. That's Baron Browning who makes the stop.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Off the play action, here's Stroud. Buying some time right. Has a man downfield, it's Collins. And he takes it down to the 33. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock. You already got to have short memories. You tell me this too. Defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
As quarterback, Kate, you got to hope that those crumbs don't just lead to the cookie in the passing game. A short scramble like that may open up a bigger one down the road.
3rd and just 2 to go. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. This one's in range, but it gets knocked away. Couldn't connect, and that brings up 4th down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Up and good from Fairbairn. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
They were able to answer a score with a score. Maybe not to tie the game, but to certainly turn some of the momentum.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Get your money up. I'm the money down. I'm out of luck. I'm my people now. On what I love. Ooh, baby, it's dangerous. Your product is just not the same to us. We dealing with kids you ain't seen before. We feeling the weight of our ancestors. We hit the ways that don't last too long. What happens the time in it obvious? We'll help for the weak, but the
Cardinals into formation. It's 1st and 10. Now Murray on the play fake. The left side, caught by Higgins. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that.
Texans closing in, and they get to him. And they come through the sack to bring around 3rd down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Now for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? To the air on 3rd and long. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Texans take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
I've not yet in my lifetime come across a defender who hasn't told me how great an offensive player they were back in the day. Oh, you should have seen me as a running back or wide receiver. Well, right there, that defender showed some of that background. A brilliant job of getting into the open field and setting his offense up for success.
Mixon on the toss. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
You know, you call that toss play, it's almost like a challenge to cornerbacks, Kate. You're challenging their will and their want to. Can they get down there in time to make contact behind the line? In this case, well, challenge accepted and mission accomplished.
Buys time, rolling right. He's got it. He's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still, Brock, not enough to avoid 3rd down.
Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket. It really does become, well, the schoolyard. And you got to scramble around. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
down, 1 yard to go. Fullback trying to power it across. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Up and good from Fairbairn. And that cuts the lead back down to a lower point.
What a season this guy has had. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Starting from the 5. And they've got a long field ahead, Brock. They got to him early, and they laid a big hit on him.
Can't happen. I mean, that's just something you never, ever see at this level. That's a complete failure of operation, not just by the returner, but the return team in general. And now, instead of getting to your normal offense, you got to find some way, somehow, to dig yourself out of this hole.
And they don't get the snap away in time. This is going to move them half the distance. Looks like they're going to happily turn this one down and let the play stand. And that penalty is going to go ahead and put them right back where they started. It's 1st and 10 again. Operating from the gun. Here's Murray. Chased out to his right. He finds his running back on a deep shot. Nicely done. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks. Well, you love when you can go from 1st down to 1st down, Brock. It makes things easy for an offense, and it is the primary reason that he gets looks that he does.
Every touch he gets has a solid chance of working out just like that. It's why many of these first quarter looks have his name all over them.
Play action now, Murray. Trying for the deep ball. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
2nd and 10 now. Murray to throw. There's a screen. It's coming. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Back to the air, Murray. He puts some air under it, deep down the left. Brought in, inside the 20. And their next snap is coming from that red zone as he reaches the 14. Get an even 40 out of that one. And it's going to give the Cardinals a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Connor on the inside give. And he'll get him a handful on that run as we've reached the end of the 1st. 1 quarter away so far. It's an early lead for the Cardinals. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. About to begin the 2nd here. The Cardinals definitely thinking points. Pressure coming. It's Murray. Catch made. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals grow the lead to 7. Trey McBride, the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Cardinals grow their lead to 8.
14, Texans 6.
The Cardinals kicking team out, so they'll put a charge into this one. On the return, here comes Tank Dell. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Texans to the line, first and 10. They'll begin with a run by Mixon. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
All right, Kate, little confession time. And you know what they say, confession, good for the soul, bad for the reputation. I think my most negative grades carrying out fakes were on toss plays like that. Because you toss it, you know it's going for a big play, and all you want to do is watch it and not carry out your fake.
Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield. First and 10, a run to Mixon. And they're able to grind him to a hold after a pickup of 4.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's second and 6. From the gun, Stroud. Has a man, Dalton Schultz. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
You know I love the language of football. Just the terminology that comes with it. It's a whole new language out there. But in many playbooks, Kate, that's called cross-country. Speaks for itself. You got to run from one spot all the way across the field. Those two did it very well.
Stroud throwing here on first. Trying to set up a screen for Mixon. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Running from the pistol, it's Mixon. Space to the left. And he's all the way down to the 10-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, first and 10. Keeping it with Mixon. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not only sinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed, it puts 6 on the board for the offense.
And this is taken in the end zone, but not returned, so they'll bring this out to the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. First and 10 coming up. Kyler throwing here. Has him on the quick hitter. Gets some space around midfield. Now here he goes down the right sideline. And he has it down near the red zone, just outside the 20.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
On first and 10, it's Murray. To the left side and wheeled in by Wilson. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
Teammates notice. when they got a guy willing to take it on the chin to get rid of the pass. That's a pass that's going to earn a lot of points with the other 10 players, not just today, but when they go back and watch that play on tape.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Murray. Forced out to his right. Tries to lob that one up, and it's intercepted. And the Texans get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Now that right there, that is rising to the occasion in the red zone, partner. Could have saved 3 points there, maybe twice that with that interception.
You know, these defenders, they're willing to bend and bend. These offenses are so good in this league, and they know how critical the red zone is. And when you get an interception like that, you just break. You break the will of that offense and the confidence, and those are big time. You're right. Put some points on the board for that defense with that effort.
The 7-yard line.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
On play action, here's Stroud. He just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Defense nearing a stop. Need to hold once more here on 3rd down. Air it out on 3rd. This connects with Higgins. They don't get the stop until he reaches that 25-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here's a toss right side to Mixon. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on 1st down.
Stay on schedule. SOS. We talk about it all the time offensively. You've got to stay on schedule, and a run like that puts you now so far behind the sticks. Going to take some superhuman effort now on 2nd down.
Shotgun now for Stroud. Isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
Cardinals go to the dime look here. 3rd down. So with that, Brock, we've now reached our 2-minute warning. More from NRG Stadium in just a moment. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long.
19 Texas. South.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Escapes out to the left. Now he's throwing deep. Left. Big gain downfield. And this is across midfield and into enemy territory.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Grab the throw on 1st down. Hits him on the out route. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Here we go.
1st down, Stroud. Hits his running back. He's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
Pete, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
He locates a couple of yards through that chaos. Brought down by the 16th pick in this year's NFL draft. Tackle made by Walter Nolan.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
18.
Stroud now on third. This connects with Schultz. And he'll go down here at the 16. That one gains 7. And it'll be first down, Houston.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
Offense is set. First and 10.
Look the hot. 118.
From the red zone now. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
Here we go. 118.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
So far, this script, well, it's dictated some early looks for this running back, and now you're seeing the adjustment defensively. Not so easy on those checkdowns. Nowhere for that ball to go.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down.
Why, Tony? Swap. Another swap.
Third and long. They're going to throw. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up fourth down. Now it's Kaimi Fairbairn on to try it for the Texans. Ball on the left hash for this 41-yarder.
41-yard attempt.
Up and good from Fairbairn. And that's going to give them the lead.
Going to feel just a little bit better going into halftime. Anytime you score points right before the final frame, and for the kicker, he pays off his teammates' hard work.
His return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
19 seconds remain in our opening half. Let's see what they do with it. They're going play action. It's Murray. Headed out right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
That right there, Kate, that's taking the hard lessons from the previous drive and putting it into practice right here. Don't see a throw you like. It's too tight a window. Don't risk yet another interception.
They'll try something else from the 27 this time. Second and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Murray. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. With 10 seconds to go in our half, partner. We've got whistles. It's a timeout.
Okay, that was so good, really, on two levels there defensively. Number one, with an athletic quarterback, you've got to keep him in the pocket. They did. And then more importantly, and in this case, you got to finish him. Job well done.
Taking a shot deep here. He's got it deep downfield. And he will take this down near the opposing 35-yard line. Arizona goes ahead and calls its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. From the left hash, 54 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. And a stumble coming out of the locker room at halftime as the kick goes out of bounds, Brock. So our first drive of the half is going to begin all the way up at the 40. So first down from the 41. A give left side. Here's Mixon. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. On the ground again with Mixon. And this will only complicate matters for third down, partner. They're sent backwards.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call for the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
All right.
Stroud. Defender is there. He knocks it away, and that's going to force 4th down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
And this one is out of bounds. No return on the kick.
First and 10.
The Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Out of his own end zone. Here's Murray. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Picked off by Jalen Petrie. And he's going to score. Pick 6, touchdown, Houston. Well, Brock, obviously an error on the quarterback's part to make that throw, right? But credit his effort to take that pick and turn it into an even bigger play.
And the race is on. After that ball is in your hand, now it's on you as that returner to get out in front of those offensive players before they can react, change direction, and ultimately track him down. The initial advantage always goes to the guy making the pick, and he took it to the house.
D'Amico Ryan's making the call. They're going for 2 here.
Hey, south.
The Texans will
Here's Stroud throwing for it. On the move, headed right. And he reaches the end zone, so they'll be up to a 7-point lead. All right, partner, it's only 1 extra point on the scoreboard, but come on, if you're the team who just turned it over, how much worse is it seeing them add on 2 there instead of just the extra point?
Oh, it stings. I don't think there's any question about it because not only do you not execute offensively, your defense doesn't do it either. So you kind of just smack them both right in the face, and yeah, that one hurts a little bit more.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Fresh off the pick, here's Murray. And they pick him off again. And the Texans Texans are going to have it after his second interception of the season.